Hello everybody, how are we? We are at War 4 against Matrix today. This was meant to be just a small war for me. Taking in Symbiote Supreme, Vox and Cassie makes it 4 wars in a row. I was away for a couple of days with the wife and kids for a little getaway, so my availability was far reduced. I was only meant to do a couple of path fights, but during one of the evenings I was able to bang out a couple of fights and help out a little bit. So we've ended up going path 9 to path 8, and then we're going for Darkhawk on node 41 and Serpent on node 46. So we come up to Kindred first of all on node 9. We're taking him, them, her, it, all of them with Cassie. So the last time I took Kindred in war was on, I think, node 36, and it went really, really well. But practicing for it always fills me with dread, mainly because I degen to death. I have a tiny health pool using mini Cassie and no relic, which means the stings fall off nice and quickly. And just as soon as the degen hits, you're pretty much dead. So it's not as easy to practice the fight and get it down and negative test, etc, etc. So we just kind of went for it here. Got a bit lucky with the stand your ground. I went with advanced power boost so that I can get a special one off after a good few hits and then have another one in the bank. Power focus 1 is particularly helpful as well, as it means he keeps, even though he wasn't completely cooperative with a normally very powerful taunt all the time, it does mean he can keep refreshing stings and chunk himself down nice and quickly without me having to worry too much. I did get the early degen on me. I'm not entirely sure why, to be honest. I'd be lying if I said I knew exactly how Kindred works. Most important thing is to make sure I have a bar of power by the time I get rooted, which I do. Failed to get it off straight away. Very messy ending. SP1 into his block. Now I just have to bait his special, which doesn't kill him, but we finish him off with a heavy. 50% of my health gone-ish, but it's okay. That's the last fight with Cassie for this war. Now we get into some normal Vox fun. Immediate instant regret here, activating the 200% cosmic boost before remembering I shouldn't do that. It would get me straight back to another bar, which will make him go indestructible. So we're just going to have to activate a different class boost to get rid of it, and then we can carry on our merry way. We've still got the Power Start 1 boost active, although I don't really need it. We're going to wait out the incinerate phase. Again, I did this a couple of wars ago, I think. Doesn't matter if a few incins get on me. I also initially took some shock debuffs from Hulkbuster, where and started to think I'd actually gone into section 2 on path 9, forgetting it was part of his kit. But this is going to be a very, very easy fight. I'm just going to avoid his special 1, which is really easy to do. And this degen will be, I think, enough to kill him. I can't quite remember, to be perfectly honest with you. I've just had a 6-hour drive back home, which has been fun. Yeah, so Hulkbuster down, and we can move on to section 2, starting with Overseer. Node doesn't really do too much for him. He's not going to get buffs, so he's not really going to benefit from anything. He's a big chunky guy though, big rank 3. Nothing that Vox really cares about, to be honest. I don't really need any specific boosts, so I'm going to go with just a combat regen to keep myself topped up. Another very easy fight. I'm going to start off with a few dexes, just so that when I do parry hit him a couple of times, I'll get the extra buffs converted, and it will keep me at a scythe passive very, very quickly. Of course, normally he'd be auto-blocking me by this point, but the tactic shuts it down. I did forget that he's stun immune though, and he block broke me, and I did eat a couple of hits to the face, but that's okay. Combat regen boost has kept me topped up there. A little bit slow on getting a few more hits off after my special. So I'm not going to quite get back to 1 bar in time for the degens to finish. I think I do just make it, but I don't fire the special one. It's no big deal. He's almost dead already. The next special is going to kill him. I think either from just the hits or from the degen itself. Again, I've also got one of his debuffs on me, so the willpower from that is just going to keep me topped up. Very, very easy fight. He's down and we are still at 100%. Moving on to Gorr now on Rich Get Richer, node 35. I was brave and didn't bring, I couldn't fit it anyway, but I didn't bring the Mordo Synergy. We're just going for another Power Start 1 here. For Symbiote Supreme and all the Mystic boosts, which we're going to keep on until the end of the war now, because Vox doesn't really need anything else for the following fight. Yeah, this fight's going to be very easy. We're going to nullify all of Gorr's buffs at the start, so he's not going to be gaining any power. And if I can just get a dex off, I can't remember if I do, the buff from that will be enough to start me power gaining. Although I don't really need it. From Mystic Dispersion plus the boost, I'll be at almost 3 bars already. And then we can start our fun. This is again a big rank 3 Gorr. Not really anything to be worried about. He does have a couple of buffs there now. After me hitting him, I didn't get the best RNG with staggers, but that's okay. We're already starting the fun. Just going to bait out that special one, and now we can just steal the rest of his power away from him. I think using Symbiote Supreme in this meta after the previous tactic has finished has really sort of cemented him as a really rediscovered, very, very powerful and potent attacker. So I'm glad he's remaining to be relevant, because he's really doing some awesome work for me. And that was a very, very easy fight. 23 hits, less than a minute, and done. Yeah, I wanted to do all these fights really, really quickly. I actually got them done before our official plan went out, just because my time was really, really limited. But it felt good moving up like this and smashing everything out, and even more importantly, really, really cleanly. So Darkhawk on Special Focus, Power Focus 2 is completely fine. We're just going to play it normally, get to my Special 2. I've still got the Power Start 1 boost active. Firing Special 2 allows me to counter miss, which I kind of forget about kicks in after he throws the Special 2, and I haven't fired mine yet, but that's alright. I'm hitting him very, very hard. So yeah, here he goes into stealth mode. I kind of forgot about it, which did cause me to eat a couple of bits to the face. Special 2 out of the route, and again this degen's going to be enough to finish him off, although I'm not going to stand back because I will get rooted, so I'm just going to help him on his way to his death. Lovely, nice and easy, not quite as clean as I wanted, but that's alright. I'm more than happy with how that went. And finally we can move up to Boss Island, where we are going for another Serpent fight. As I said, node 46, so this is the unblockable Special 2, increased power gain, etc, etc. I think by this point my Power Start 1 had fallen off. So we're just going to reactivate it. We've still got those Mystic boosts active from before, and we're just going to go into it. This time we can obviously hold off after initially nullifying his power gain. I don't need to hit block or anything like that, so I'm just going to dex back a little bit. He does get another power gain because I hadn't hit him to put a stagger on, but that's alright. I think we do get quite lucky. I was starting to think that he wasn't going to fire the Special 1. Luckily the power gain ended just in time. So we're just going to take the first Special 1 on the block and then go for our Special 3 and again start the rotation. This fight really impressed me. It wasn't a surprise. I know obviously very well now how comfortable Symbiote Supreme is against Serpent, but we'll see shortly. We're placing, I think that's 6 weaknesses on him now. I've also got my protection up, so he really isn't going to do very much to me. Shortly he's going to get his special 2 to fire at me, which I accidentally miss. I am getting very ahead of myself because he's nowhere near that yet, and we are still in the process of cooking him down. Now we just have to see out the fight for his death immunity. Yeah, he catches me with a special unblockable special 2 there. It does almost nothing to me. I'm not worried about the fact that I may be about to eat a special 3. Again, I know that it won't do anything to me. I've got all the boost and protection up, but my special 3 hits in time for his death immunity to end, and he is cleaned. That's the end of my 6-fight war while on holiday. Really enjoyed that. We didn't do brilliant as a battle group. At this point, we still had 0 deaths, and the Alliance was winning as well. However, I managed to check back in just before the war ended. We finished 3 for 3, and the Alliance as a whole got a very resounding win. So on to the next. Hope you enjoyed once more. Spread the love. I'll see you soon. Bye.